iBuyers are fully digital, vertically integrated platforms that assist consumers with the home buy and sell process. What we look for at Fifth Wall in iBuying platforms is really fourfold. First, a large annual iBuying opportunity, so lots of home transactions taking place per year. Second, home affordability, markets in which the consumer income can afford the average median property. Third, a mortgage financing ecosystem that is supportive of consumers taking out mortgages to assist in the property purchase. And fourth and finally, manageable embedded transaction costs. So those markets in which federal, state, or local fees and regulations associated with the home transaction aren't so onerous that they make the iBuying model unprofitable. So at Fifth Wall, we've executed 2 investments in global iBuyers. First, in the United States, we have an investment in Opendoor. So with Opendoor in the United States, the near-term goal is to have pricing parity with the realtor-led transaction, an overall 6% fee, but do it in a much more efficient manner with a fewer amount of days spent in the overall transaction. So under 90 days from a typical 180-day plus transaction process. In the long term, the goal is to bring that fee down even more considerably and then bolt on adjacent financing opportunities and adjacent services, including mortgage, title, escrow, to give consumers that one-click experience when purchasing the home. In the Latin American markets, we've invested in a company called Loft Holdings, which is domiciled in Brazil and looking at bringing the similar model as Opendoor has brought to the US to the Brazilian and eventually the pan-South American markets. In international markets, what's really interesting is the lack of an MLS creates a huge opportunity for iBuying platforms to give consumers not only a digital experience, but one with better price transparency. So in our Brazil investment, Loft Holdings, we've seen that business take what was previously a broker-led process with no centralized MLSs. So you had consumers looking at expired listings, trying to go to properties that had already been sold, and now giving them a fully digital experience with, more importantly, active inventory. One of the concerns we've heard about iBuying platforms is that their overall fee structure isn't much better than that of existing broker-led processes. But actually, if you look at the end-to-end process and the overall fee proposition of brokers, there's not only the broker on the listing side who's paid as part of a transaction, but also the individual on the buyer side. Further, there's transaction uncertainty because you're waiting for a huge asset that you own to finally transact. So I think when you look at the combination of current fee proposition for iBuying platforms, you'll see that the transaction fees today are already equal to what people are paying in the market. And further, being able to get transaction certainty with an iBuying platform offers a meaningfully better experience. The second concern that we've heard is that the overall consumer experience, even though it's more seamless, doesn't have a negotiation process associated with it, so the consumer may not be getting every last dollar they could otherwise obtain. And I think that point is absolutely true. But actually, if you look at the vast majority of consumer feedback, they don't want to be in a tit-for-tat negotiation for purchasing a large asset. They want a good experience, they want a fair price, and they want to do it in a way that doesn't disrupt their lives. So in conclusion, what we see in terms of major concerns isn't actually slowing down the adoption of iBuyers by consumers. Similar to the experiences that consumers want using Uber or Netflix or purchasing a package on Amazon, they want a one-click experience with their home process, and we anticipate the traction of iBuyers to continue to increase exponentially.